Hi, everyone. I'm Keetra. We're going to go ahead and do a reading for those that are on the spiritual path to recovery, those healing from past traumas, addictions, alcoholism, those kind of things. So, the messages that I've asked to come through today are for those that are walking that part of their soul's path right now. So, we're going to use a clarifying card for the situation, and the one that stuck out to me the most says, by taking responsibility for consequences of their own perceptions, observers can transcend the role of victim to an understanding that nothing out there has power over you. Nothing out there has power over you. So it's also in bold letters, taking consequences, observers, victim, power. So it's taking that responsibility. So if you're on the path to spiritual sobriety right now, you're taking responsibility for yourself, your actions, and the things that has happened in your soul's path or on your soul's path. So I think what we're also going to do is we're going to read some tarot to take a look at where you're at, where you're going, how you're going to get there. And any of the messages, like I said, a collective reading. If they don't resonate with you, that's okay. But I just want to help guide you as you are realizing that by taking responsibility for the consequences of your own perceptions, that you as the observer can transcend the role of victim to an understanding that nothing out there has power over you. So with that being said, Spirit, if you could just guide me to show me where they're at, where they're going, and how they can get there. All right, so you have the Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Wise One, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Four of Wands, Ten of Cups, Five of Cups. Okay, so as you're on that spiritual path to sobriety right now, your energy right now is really looking deep into all of the things that you want to have happen. And when we get on that path to sobriety, that's kind of like where our head starts to go, well, I want this, I want this, I want this. So with that Nine of Cups right now, when you are taking responsibility for the consequences of your actions and your decisions, that is when the door opens up for you and you can have that experience of, experience, strength, and hope for the future and for the path that you're on. So that Nine of Cups energy that you're in right now is the direct result from you taking control of the situation and also asking for help from a higher being, God, the divine, whatever you resonate with. That is what is going to afford you that variety of choices where you can kind of like just direct your energy forward, they're saying. So also Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, I feel for you in this moment is to not take things so seriously. Have a playful mindset on how you're going to move forward. Just take things one moment at a time. So you're just kind of placing your ideas that you would like to kind of have come to fruition, that Nine of Cups kind of scenario where there's just so much. So you want to bring your focus in on what is it, that one thing that's going to be able to propel you forward as you move down this spiritual path of sobriety. You also have the Ten of Swords. So if you're willing to continue to take responsibility for those actions and decisions that you have made and the consequences of such, it shows that the situation will be, dead, done, and over with. You can let go of the things that have happened. We always learn from them, but you can let go. You can just let it go and recognize what a blessing it is for all of the things that have happened. So that's where you're at right now, is you're in that energetic mindset of, this is where I want to be. I can let that go. You don't have to carry those burdens of the past. And that they don't have power over you. That word power just sticks out so much for me right now. And the Wise One. So where you're at, where you're going. The Wise One, Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, at some point during this stage, you're going to have to kind of be a little, I don't want to say defensive, but it feels like with this Seven of Wands, what they're telling me is it's more like the thoughts are going to come up about things that you've done in the past, or thoughts are going to come up in reference to wanting to maybe just feel like you're backed against a corner and that you don't have any options, but you do. You do have options in reference to how you want to move forward. So this wise one card is sticking out to me right now, is when that situation, environment, or connection comes up where you're having to feel defensive, or you're feeling like you're having to like have a lot of conversations in your mind about not wanting to do the things that led you to where you're at. Seek the counsel of the wise one, is what they're saying. So whether that's a mentor, a sponsor, a trusted friend, just remember that seeking help from others is what's going to be able to help you continue on this spiritual path. You also have the Page of Pentacles. Be patient with yourself. Page of Pentacles is all about taking things one moment at a time, one step at a time, planting that seed so you can plant the next one. So the how you're going to get there, or what's going to happen when you get there, is what I kind of feel from this. Four of Wands. It'll be a celebration, whether it's an actual celebration around others. It feels like some of you are coming up to that time. Maybe you're coming up to a year mark, or a 6-month mark, or a 3-month mark, where you're really starting to feel the kindness of others around you, and they're celebrating you for your accomplishment. Because every single day when we've changed this mindset, to know that we are better together, and we're better when we're back on our soul's path. And the reason I say back on our soul's path is because when we are leaning into addictions or obsessive behaviors and things of that, our soul feels scattered, and it can't pull it together enough to keep you in the direction that you want to go. You'll go this way, you'll go that way. But if this is the mindset that you're in right now, if you understand that by taking responsibility for the consequences of your own perceptions, you can also recognize that, hold on, let me see. You can recognize that perception was the biggest obstacle for you. Your perception on how things are or had to be was wrong. Things don't have to be the way that you think they were going to be. You can let go and let God, let go, let the divine, and just kind of like ask yourself, well, what if it wasn't the way that I think that it is? Because if you've found this mindset, this is what's giving you that Four of Wands. It's giving you that moment of foundation. It's giving you that moment of, this is how I do this. And then you also have the Ten of Cups. So for me, the Ten of Cups is telling me to tell you that, like, you're on your way. You're on your way to fulfilling your heart's desires. And it's the perception of what we thought our heart was desiring versus the new ways that our heart finds many, many ways to desire different things, like desiring to be in nature, or desiring to be around people when you never wanted to be around people, desiring to help others in ways that you were helped, and trying to find new ways to be able to help others. This is what gives you that 10 of cup moment, so that you can really feel your heart just overflowing with love and happiness. You also have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a reminder that there will be times when you are thinking about the loss of certain aspects of that lifestyle. I feel like it's friends that you were around that no longer serve you, and that it would be best if you just kind of part ways. But it feels like that there's going to be moments of that. Just remember that you have a new circle of friends. This Four of Wands, those people that want to celebrate you and cherish the new life that you're going to be living, and that's the gifts. That's the gifts in sobriety. So I think I'm also going to do an angel message for you. So your angel message, as you're navigating that weight, and there's only weight if you put weight to the words, if you put weight to the description of such, right? If you just look at it as, I changed my perspective, that's how things were, this is how things are now. No weight. Change the words. You have gratitude. I am grateful for many things in my life that bring me joy and comfort. The angels want you to remember, if you just pause and think for a moment, you might just recognize that you have so much to be thankful for, no matter how small these positive things might seem. And see, that's what I was talking about in reference to that, that 10 of cups. There's going to be so many things if you can place yourself in the mindset of gratitude as you're going down the soul's path, that it just changes your perspective, which is exactly what becoming sober means. You change your perspective about so many things. You realize you can do so many things that you thought you couldn't because you thought you couldn't. Change your perspective and your life will change. So I kind of love this reading. If you have any questions or if you need any help yourself while you're on the spiritual path to recovery, just leave me a comment. I would love to know how I can help you. Until the next reading, you guys take care. Have a great day.